Oh, it seems like such a large box, right? Just a large box here. The Wimius here, 1080p LED projector, home theater video entertainment, model P28. And we got this from Amazon. Came in from Amazon. Right now you're looking at, this is probably one of the more, I don't even want to say expensive, but just for us, definitely a little pricier than some of the ones that we've looked at before. But my hope is that once you pay a little bit more for it, you get an even better projector. So we've kind of been working our way up the ladder, I guess. And you always want better things, right? Always want better things. So before we get into it, you guys can see here on the website, this is Amazon, Wimius, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. P28 native 1080p movie projector, 7,000 lux. So this is definitely one of the highest lux rated projectors we have ever had here on the channel. The previous one we looked at a little while back was 5,000 lux, and it actually did pretty good. I was actually quite happy with it. But this one's 7,000, 4K supported. The big feature for me that I really like on this projector, and I'm looking forward to trying it out, is actually right here where it says it's got a up to 50 degree keystone correction with zoom function. That's awesome. And for those that don't know what that means, it's when you and I set a projector up, usually we're gonna project it either upwards or a little bit out of an angle because we can't set the projector up perfectly in our environment. And what happens is your image kind of gets like trapezoided, right? So it's not quite, it's either pivots in a little bit or pivots. So you gotta play with the keystone correction, which is usually manual, to try to get it to become a square, I guess. This is supposed to have an automatic. It's just supposed to do it for you. So that's awesome. Right now, not a lot of ratings. 6 ratings, but as of watching this, 5 stars. So my hope is it's gonna be good. $370 Canadian, but at time of filming, there is a $70 coupon. So it brings it down right at 300. Actually brings it down to $299. We're gonna crack it open, take a look at what comes in the box, and then we're gonna wait for it to get a little darker out. Not like dark, because we wanna see how well it does with at least a little bit of light, because all projectors look good when it's dark. So we'll wait for that to happen, and that'll be this video, I guess. Yeah, we were away this past weekend, and for the last month it's been like 30 degrees every day, 30, 32, 33, and that's Celsius. We go away for 4 days, 20 degrees rain. Yeah, and then we come back today, it's 4 million degrees out again. Yeah, I don't even understand it. It's like, it doesn't want me to be able to enjoy the outdoors, ever. It's like, no, you're supposed to be home making videos for you folk, which I like, I do, but man, can't believe it's hot again. All right guys, so here it is, Wimius, I think I'm saying that right, Wimius 1080p LED projector, model P28, nice black box. I do like the fact that it comes with this like little handle, so if you want to kind of carry it. My hope is that there's like a carry case or something inside it, that would be nice. Same on both sides. So I'm gonna bring the box over here, you guys can see it, I think. We're gonna open it up, and I'm just gonna slowly just put the stuff on the table for you guys to see, because I don't think I can put the box on the table and take this stuff out. I just don't have the room. My camera's not wide enough. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this stuff down here. And firstly, there's like a little accessory box right here. So that's your little accessory box. You guys can see that. I'll open that up. And it's kind of important because it is gonna have, like, you'll see here, you got your power cable, you got your, it's got a VGA connector. Really, VGA connector. It's got your remote that pretty much every projector I have reviewed here on the channel uses this exact same remote. Now the bonus of it is that if you ever needed to get a replacement, you probably could. It seems to be everywhere. It comes with HDMI, so full-size HDMI. Comes with a little one of these screws. My guess is that's just to help it angle if you need that, I guess. It comes with a headphone style video adapter that goes to female RCAs, and it goes to, this is a different one. Nope, this is not a different one. This is just your standard RCA. And the other one that's really important, as I always talk about, because I think you and I should pay some attention to this is just the user manual. So nice thing is it's a big manual, like that's hand size, which is awesome. Everything in here looks good and large, which is good because you get some manuals you're like, I'm sure the information is very useful if I could read it, but this is fantastic. It does look like there is possibly multiple languages in here. How many? I don't know. So 15 pages per language, pretty much. English is at the front. But yeah, nice and large. That's fantastic. That's kind of your accessories right there. I'm just gonna put those all back in the box. And then we have the actual projector. So this is definitely a bit bigger as well. So a lot of the projectors we have had here again on the channel have been really designed more as almost a portable projector or like a mini projector or something like that. Something that you and I could easily carry around. This one, I think it's definitely got a bit more weight to it. This one I think is something you and we could take it around with this without question, but I do think this one was really designed to kind of set up. Because of, you know, 7,000 lux and the automatic keystone correction and things like that, I think this is one that you and I kind of get set up. We get it placed where we want, plugged in, and this is going in our movie room, whatever. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, so here we go. Here's the top. I do like that a lot of them are doing the white now. I like that. Bunch of buttons on the top. What do the buttons do? I'm not even sure. This is gonna be your power. I'm guessing the arrows are gonna be designed for you and I to be able to go through the menus. This is gonna be our back, I'm guessing, or return, possibly. Maybe that's back and go into the menu. Of course, OK is to set it and forget it kind of thing. This on this side here, oh, you can see over here, my guess would be zoom and a manual keystone would be usually what those are. But this supposedly has an automatic, so that would be good. On the front, I'm just gonna tip this up this way. You will see that this is gonna be the actual lens for the projector, and this just comes off. Super excellent. There is your infrared on the front as well. On the very bottom, we do have a couple little points. So remember that little screw thing that I had back there? Those are gonna go into these. So again, if you need to elevate it or have it tilted because it's a little off kilter, you can actually put that under to help lift one of the sides to get the projector to be straight. Now it does have this, which allows you to remove this little door. So this little door comes off so you can do a LCD panel cleaning if that's something that you're interested in. Right and left sides, well, one side over here, nothing. Other side over here, you are gonna see that you have 2 USB ports that you and I can put stuff into. So if we have a USB stick or anything like that. And last but not least, on the back side over here, another infrared, because you never know if you're gonna be in front or behind it. You have that AV, which is that single headphone style connector that went out to the RCA jacks. You have a headphone jack. There's your VGA and 2 HDMIs. So excellent. Now, for those that are plugging in something like an Apple TV or something like that, those are gonna go into there. And again, if you have like a USB stick, that'll come into the side. The only thing that this one doesn't have, that some of the other ones do, not a big deal, because we don't necessarily use that a lot, but it doesn't have an SD card reader, which some do. This one, not so much. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna wait for it to get a little darker out. Hopefully that happens soon. It may be something we set up tonight or first thing in the morning. We'll try this bad boy out. Oh yes, coming right up. All right guys, so I got my little screen put up here behind me. You guys can see it. It's not massive, but I'm also not in a super large room. But it's also, I don't know, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning right now, following day. I figured I wanted to try it with light. So I've actually got my room light on. There's some light coming out of the back window. This is a room that would be standard, like in the middle of the day kind of room, unless you have like bright sunlight coming through. But with the 5,000 lux and lower, I did find that the image was a little soft and dim, I guess, when you were looking at it in this kind of lighting scenario. So I wanted to try it. So anyway, I've got the projector set up here. It is about, I'm guessing about 8 feet or so away. So we'll turn it on. I've got an Apple TV plugged into it right now so we can see some of the picture quality. and we'll play a trailer or something like that real quick, and then we'll show you just briefly the menus to see what the menus look like. And last but not least is we'll turn the lights off and see how that works. All right, let's crank it up. So simply on the top, as you guys had seen before, there was that nice little power button. You also have the power button here on the remote. So if we just kind of snap that, you should see the light turn on here. There she comes. Wimious. Wimious. Got my Apple TV screensaver going. Let me see if I can just turn this on here. All right, so here it is. This is the Apple TV, and honestly, this is very bright. I honestly didn't have any idea really how much brighter 7,000 lux would be, even over 5,000 lux. But it's considerably brighter. So you can see this here. I'll try to get out of the shot as much as I can. It is fantastic. Like, that's easily viewable in this kind of light. I'd have no issues with that. And let's try a quick trailer. Everything looks good on the screen, no concerns. I don't know how good my internet is over here. We won't play too much of it for copyright reasons.
I'm Sonic.
But that looks super viewable. There's nothing wrong with that.
Handsome package. On my planet, people were always after my powers. So I came to yours.
Alright, so we're going to pause this for a second, and I'm going to reach over here and actually turn some of these lights off so that we can see it when it's a bit darker. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's way better. And I'm still pushing out some light that I have over here so that you guys can see me properly. That's excellent. And I still have light, a little bit at least, coming through the curtain behind the projector screen. Oh, I like 7,000 lux. That's fantastic. So you guys can see it here again.
It gets a little lonely.
That looks excellent.
I am living my best life on Earth. No.
All right, so picture quality, really good. Super happy with that. Now, I'm going to come out of here just to exit this, and I'm going to bring up the remote here. You guys can see the shadow there, but I'll bring it down here. And it does have the little menu button, so I'll kind of sit here. And this is the menu button that we have. You'll see at the top, we'll start here. The number one is the options. So you do have things like your language, restore factory, blending. The big one in this menu for me was this guy right down here. So it's the 4D keystone correction. So this is the one that's going to help. Now, on top of the physical projector, you do have a manual one. So you can see here that if I play with this, I can get it to tilt this way. So it's correction for that kind of vertical. But this 4D keystone correction, if you click on it, you'll actually see that you have the option to do it manually, or I can do a correction that's automatic, and all I have to do is tap that on, and you'll see that shift. Hopefully you guys saw that. And it's just doing the correction for you, and then all you do is kind of exit out, nice and straight, off to the races. So you want to get it close, because it can only alter it to a small degree. So get it close. This will kind of just do that last little bit of correction, get it just snapped in nice. But now you get that really nice focus, because one of the issues, especially with that keystone, is a lot of times your projector and your projector screen aren't perfectly squared off with each other. So the center of the screen, of course, is nice and sharp, but the edges get soft because of the fact that they're actually one's closer and one's further, because they're just slightly different distances from the actual projector. This, super happy, like that's excellent. On the top of it as well, you do get this, the focus. So the focus is still, you can see it here, just a little blurry, right? And sharpen it up right there. So the focus is still going to be manual, but that's okay, because once this is usually set, you just kind of leave it. Now, going back into that menu, we will have your picture. So you have picture modes. You'll see here, you can adjust your mode if you want. So soft, user, vivid, standard. I just have mine set to standard. Standard seems to be fine. But color temperature, aspect ratio, noise reduction, even projector direction. So if you were to mount this behind your projector screen, or if you were to mount this on a ceiling, you can actually see that as you click this, you'll see it invert everything depending on where the projector is mounted, so that it knows how to invert the screen or move the screen around. So again, we are simply going to be on the front table. Coming through here as well, you have things like your sound. So if you want to play with the volume and stuff like this. And last but not least, a timer. You also have the ability again to check your input sources. So you do have, go back here, VGA, HDMI, AV, USB 1, USB 2. And the only one for me that it is sort of somewhat missing is an SD card, but there's 2 USB slots, so good to go. Most of us will probably move in files around more so on a USB stick than on an SD card, so they give you 2, should be good to go. Fan noise, I don't know if you guys can hear it. The fan definitely is hearable, without question. You can definitely hear the fan, it's going, but I think that most of us would probably have this hooked into maybe a set of speakers or a home theater system or something like that. This we would place either up above us or behind us or somewhere that we're not kind of sitting right on top of it like I'm sitting with it right now. So I don't think it's loud enough that it would be any kind of issue. It is there, without question. You can definitely hear a fan, but every projector that I've tested up to this point, even ones that are like, oh, the fan is silent. I'm like, well, maybe silenter, but not silent. I don't mind that little bit of fan noise in comparison to being able to get this kind of quality. I think that quality is actually really good. Yeah, especially for, I think it's $2.99 Canadian right now. That's fantastic. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you there. I'm gonna actually, I got a little bit of time before I actually have to head off to my other job, and I'm gonna watch a flick, I think, or a TV show, something like that. I think it'll be good on this. Yeah, I'm gonna put links down below to this projector because I think actually, if you don't mind spending that little bit extra that you would spend on like a budget projector, this is not considered an expensive projector by any means. This thing is still under $300 right now. I think that's a fantastic price for a projector of this quality. Links down below if you're interested. Like, comment, share, and of course subscribe. Leave comments if you have used this, because again, I've used this really last night and today. That's it. If you've used this projector long term, let us know your thoughts. If you have any questions on it, let me know. I'll see if I can answer them for you. And that's it. Alright, my friends, we will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Later.